Hello, welcome to another Anker review. As a disclaimer, I have received this product at a reduced price in turn for my fair and honest review. Today I will be trying the Anker 5000 mAh battery. It has a charging rate of 2 amps and it is one of Anker's newest batteries. I'm a little bit skeptical because it's a little bit larger than my 3200 mAh battery. And so I want to see how the weight compares to it and how the charging rate actually compares to it instead of just relying on paper statistics. So this is the Anker PowerCore 5000. Comes in a standard Anker box, but what's inside is bigger than the normal lipstick size power supply. Comes with the battery, a case which looks a little bigger than the case that comes with the smaller batteries. It looks like it was custom made for this battery. And of course we get a micro USB cable to charge it. Taking the battery out of its package, it feels pretty good in your hand. It's got a little bit of weight to it. And what's weird is this has 3 LEDs instead of the normal 4. So instead of 25% charge, each LED represents 33% charge. At the top you got one USB port and one micro USB port. Unlike the smaller version of this doesn't have a maximum charging rate of 1 amp. This supports up to 2 amps of charging. Battery I will be comparing it to will be this, which is the one I carry with me all the time. It is a 32,000 mAh battery, where this one is a 5,000 mAh battery. This one has a 1 amp charging rate, so it will charge a little bit slower, and it has 1800 milliamp-hours less, so it shouldn't charge as much. This only has one LED to determine its charge level that changes colors with charge, of course. When picking them both up, you can tell that the 5000 mAh has more weight to it, but of course that's to be expected. It has a bigger battery. But if you ask me, it's about the same weight per battery density. I mean, it might not be exact in calculations, but that's how it feels. Upon comparing the size, you can see that the 5000 mAh is a bit taller, and it's a bit more round. The diameter is a little bit bigger, but not much. And as I said, the weight is, you can feel it, but it's not that big of a difference. And as you can see, they stack up quite well. Although this one has a lot lower of a charging rate than this one. So as you can see, my phone's at 84%. We'll see how long it takes it for the 5000 mAh battery here to charge it up to 85%. And then I will be timing it against the 3200 mAh, which I know will take longer because it's charging half an amp less. So to start the test. So there's the time it took for this battery to charge up 1%. So to start the test for the 1 amp hour charging rate, I will plug it in, turn it on, and start the timer. And there's when it hits the 86% mark. As you can see, this took to 26, which is a little bit longer than the 5000 milliamp hour battery, although it's not quite twice as long. In conclusion, the Anker 5000 milliamp hour battery isn't quite twice as fast as the 3200 milliamp hour battery. So since the iPhone accepts 2.4 amps charging rate, at least the iPhone 6 and newer, I have the iPhone 6 Plus, it should have been almost twice as fast, but as you could see, it wasn't twice as fast. It was about a minute slow of twice as fast. The 3200 milliamp hours battery took 2 minutes and 20 seconds, and the Anker 5000 milliamp hour battery took a minute and 40 seconds. Since that was only a 40-second difference, it's kind of interesting since it has 2 amps instead of 1 amp. But all in all, I think it's a better battery to carry around on day-to-day usage. But what you really have to be cautious of is the size. I mean, it's going to take up a little bit more room in your pocket, and it's going to weigh a little bit more. However, if you're like me and you have an iPhone 6 Plus, or a phone with a larger battery life such as the Samsung Galaxy S series, I'd recommend carrying it over the 3200 milliamp hour battery, just because I know from my experience charging my phone from the 3200 milliamp hour battery, I only get about 70 or so percentage charge out of it, whereas I'm sure the 5000 milliamp hour battery will give me at least a full charge. So all in all, it's up to you based off of what kind of phone you have and what you're willing to carry around. If you have the extra space, I recommend carrying it over the 3200 milliamp hour battery. And they're around the same price, so I think the 5000 milliamp hour battery is a much better deal for the price.